Hello and welcome. My name is Marta, and today I have tea-themed Halloween projects for us today. So for starters, we will need some tinfoil, some crafting wire or floral foam, not much, some sphagnum moss. This is compressed. I got it at Amazon. And I got these eyeballs of various sizes. They're flat. I got those at Amazon too, and some different colored reindeer mosses, and then this wonderful teacup that I bought from a YouTuber here, another crafter. Her YouTube channel name is A Vision in Vintage, and she has an Etsy shop, and I bought this really cool teacup from her. So what I'm doing now is just cutting to size the foam and stacking it up a little bit so that it leaves about half an inch of room up there on the rim. It's like about half an inch deep. And then I proceed to cut the wire with some wire cutters in different sizes. I'm cutting about 10-inch strips. Some are probably like 7, and then it goes down to probably around 4-inch strips. I do stick them on the foam to see how to stagger them. And then after I'm satisfied, I take the foil and I'm balling up like different size balls, for bigger ones for the taller stems, and then medium to little ones for the other sizes. I am just kind of scrunching them in there so I can see how it's gonna look. And I believe I did 9, but I'm not sure. Maybe I did more. Anyway, I am gluing these little balls down with some hot glue. And once I got them all glued down, I am going to be taking, I glued down the floral foam into the teacup there. I just have to press that one down a good bit. And then I glue the top one on, and then I just kind of shimmy the other 2 in there. After this, I take some foil and I cut it in strips, and I fold it up kind of flat. Then I wind it down the stems. I wind it around the ball first, and then all the way down to the stem. And sometimes I glue them together, just depending on if I feel like the tinfoil is sliding around or not. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So I repeat this for every stem. You'll see. It takes a bit of time, but not too long. I think overall this project took me about altogether almost 3 hours to make. It's by far a short project in my book. I've taken like about a week to do some projects. That might seem like a long time to some folks, but for me, I love it. I love taking my time. I love crafting and creating, so for me it doesn't seem like time flies basically while I'm doing these projects. Once I got everything where I wanted it to be, I am ready for the sphagnum moss. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. Anyway, I break it up, and a little tedious, but not too bad. And I go with my scissors and I chop it all up, because really what you want is you want it really, really small pieces so you can roll glue on it. So here I am. I take an eyeball, I kind of match it to the size of the foil head, and I hot glue it, and then I hot glue all around the rim of the eye and press the moss in. I use my nifty silicone finger covers. Always use protection, folks, because that hot glue can burn. I have a few burns on my hands actually. From not wearing them. I think these came with my large hot glue gun, but I digress. So here I am. I just basically dab my hot glue in sections. I don't make it too thick. I kind of like spread it out a little bit with the tip of the glue gun. And then I roll the moss on. I press it in for like a few seconds and dust it off, take off the excess. And I just keep doing this until I hit the bottom there. I do add a bit of extra moss around the eye to make it look a little thicker. And I do this for every one of them. And here is how it looks. I'm almost done with this project. Now I've seen people make these on Pinterest. I kind of just gave it my own little twist, making it a teacup terrarium. But it comes from a movie called Labyrinth, one of the best kid movies in the 80s ever. And obviously I'm an 80s kid. But anyway, the 80s had some amazing fantasy kid movies and just movies in general. But Labyrinth is definitely one of my top 10 ultimate movies. I love the soundtrack, everything. So I'm almost done with this project. Here I am just stuffing in some brown reindeer moss, and that is it. I'm just gluing it down and I am done with this guy. So on to the next project. So we're ready for project number 2, and we will be needing some foam balls that I got at the Dollar Tree. They're about 2 inches, some more of that floral wire or crafting wire, some Elmer's glue, some Fairy Lights cheesecloth, that's 100 grade plastic wrap, and this awesome teapot I've had for years. I thrifted long ago, and I am finally going to use it for a project. So here we go. I'm going to need 2 balls to start with, and they are going to be little ghosts. So I'm going to wrap them in saran wrap so that when I lay the cheesecloth over them, it doesn't get stuck in there once it dries. So I am taking a long strip of this wire and making a form for these 2 ghosts that I want to make for this little teapot. I am kind of judging, seeing how long I need them, how tall. But basically I am shaping this wire, making a form, so when I drape the cheesecloth over it, they can dry in that form. One is going to be coming out of the spout, and the other is going to be coming out of the kettle part, the pot part, the main part of the teapot. I don't know what to call that. Anyway, so with the wire, I form 2 hands. Basically, like it's kind of peeking out of the teapot. So I'm making those 2 little hands and little body there, just so it can stand up. And the other one's basically like steam coming out of the spout there. I'm just using this, I don't know, it's just like a salt box thing. It's made out of marble, it's heavy. So I'm just taping the first form there so I saran wrap it so it doesn't get all, so it doesn't end up with glue. And then I taped the second one onto a paint can so that it can just stand the right way that I want it while I drape the cheesecloth. So here I am taking the cheesecloth. So I cut 2 wide strips for the ghosts. I need about a square. I'm cutting off the rim there, the edge, the trim. Anyway, once I get it to the size I need, I cut it down into a circle. Make sure I have enough, and I'm on to the second one. The second one, I think I end up doing the same thing, just making sure it's long enough to drape from the front and the back. Cutting the edge off there. It comes with like a made edge there that I don't need. I want rough edges. Cutting off the corners here, rounding it out, and playing around with it, making sure it's what I need. I fold this up, I fold it in half and then a quarter, and then I trim around to make it a better circle, like a more proper circle. I do it with the other one too. You don't have to do that, but I did. Anyway, I'm ready for the glue solution. So it's 1 part glue to 1 part water. It's like half and half. You mix it up really well. The Elmer's glue, spool Elmer's glue works perfect for this. You get it to basically just stir it till there's like no more little chunks in there. The next step is soaking the cheesecloth in the solution and getting it really nice and drenched, and then squeezing the excess out. And here I am shaping it how I want it to dry. And it takes about, I don't know, I let it dry overnight basically. Here you see me using a wire to hold back the little hand area, but in the end I use a jar that's the same width as the teapot and it works perfectly. And I'm off to the second one. I do the same thing. I get it really drenched in there. I squeeze out the excess. And now I am shaping the little ghost how I want it to be. These are very popular. A lot of people make these cheesecloth ghosts. I just decided that, well, to tell you the truth, I got very inspired. I will show you the picture of this artist on Pinterest. I get all my ideas from Pinterest. Every crafter and artist, we are not as original as you think. We take an idea and make it our own. And this is exactly what I did. I really love these teapots that this artist does. I can't afford them. They are amazing. But I decided to make my little ghost teapot here and make one for myself. Obviously not as nice as hers, but hey, you gotta work with what you got. And this is what I got. So here we are. The next day, they are nice and dry. And I had put this little ghost on top of that glue bottle so I could paint it. And then my ADD butt forgot about it, took it off, and quickly remembered, oh yeah, I put it up there to paint, so I put it back up there. I don't know if that happens to you guys, but good golly, being ADD, sometimes I feel like everything takes me twice as long. To paint the ghost, I use Waverly chalk paint in plaster, and I water it down, thin it out with some water, use a very soft paintbrush, and get between all the folds that you see in the little ghost. I don't paint it all the way down because you're not going to see it all. I just paint the areas that are going to be seen over the teapot. The rest of the little guy is going to be hidden. In retrospect, I think I could have just left the cheesecloth natural color and not painted it. It looks good during the day, but it looks a little blotchy with the lights that I add to it later. If you hear whining in the background, that's a hound dog I'm caring for, and he is a big crybaby, but I love him. All right, so I am ready for the next phase here. I have 2 rocks there that I add to the bottom of the tea kettle, so that the teapot, so that it weighs it down a bit. So here I am taking the forms out from them, make sure that they keep their shape, and they do. And I don't need the little styrofoam balls anymore. I'm going to reuse those for another project in the future. I reuse this wire, and I'm shoving this wire into the little spout here. This teapot has a really thin spout, which is nice. It works really nice. If it was wider, I guess I would have used two pieces of wire, but I only needed 1. And I am reworking this form for the other one. I kind of make like a rounded shape on the top to mimic the ball to hold it up. I add arms to the spout ghost so that they can hold some fairy lights that this little guy's gonna have. And I love fairy lights. I use them a lot, but they're so magical. Now, when I'm using them, I always make sure I check that they are working, because once I wired them all in and I was ready to turn them on and they didn't turn on, and that was so frustrating because I had to take it all out and put it all back in with the one that did work. So never again, always check before. So here I go. I am wrapping it up all the way up and down this wire and just doubling it up as I need to, basically going up and down on this initial wire here. and I leave enough room at the end so I can hide that wire behind the teapot, like where it's going to be facing the wall. I will be sticking it on there so I can easily access the on and off buttons. So this is the second set of fairy lights I have. I basically fold them in half and then twist them around and fold them in half again and twist them up so that I can have a shorter wire to work with. So I'm wrapping it up on the second form here and also getting those little hands just to make sure that they will be lit. And here we go. See how I have enough there to kind of hide? You'll see. Towards the end, you'll see how I hide that wire there so you can't see it. All right, so I'm taking the last piece of wire there, well, one of the last pieces of wire, and I'm making kind of like a Y to add arms to this little guy. And now, again, I am taking another string of fairy lights. I am folding them in half. These are 20 light strings. They're not super long, but for that area that I needed, I didn't need too many of them. So I basically folded it in half and then wrapped it up with the double lights basically. Once the lights are in place, I am ready to put the form back on. And he fits nicely. Just testing it all out. I take the last piece of wire and I wrap it around here towards the end just so that I can secure the ghost to the wire coming out of the teapot. Here I am taking some snow. I bought this compressed snow basically to make like a Harry Potter ceiling for, I wanted to do it for Halloween, but I'll do it for Christmas. Maybe I'll make a video out of that. Anyway, this is some Christmas-like snow that you use for decorations. And I'm taking little pieces of it and wrapping the rest of that wire around and gluing them. So it looks like steam coming out and then the little ghost is following suit. And I think it looks pretty good. I just fiddle around with it a bit. Get it just right with the hot glue there. And I do add some around the little teapot area with the guy that's peeking out. And once I'm done with this, I got these spiders from the Dollar Tree. They're cheapy, they're on a clip. I was gonna decorate this lid here, but in the end, I don't leave the lid open like that. I didn't like it like that. I liked it a little bit closed. So I did use the same spider to hold the lid open a certain amount so it doesn't like squish the ghost, but you'll see how it looks like. I'll point it out later. So here I'm taking Waverly chalk paint and ink, and I am painting two little eyes to each ghost here. So once I got everything painted, here I'm showing you the lid there. That little spider is holding that lid up just right. And I thought it looked cuter that way. So now it's time to hide those little battery packs. And I am using Tacky Wax, which a subscriber gave me this tip to use Tacky Wax, and thank you so much for that, because I didn't know about Tacky Wax and I love this stuff. It's amazing. It was perfect, and I love that it doesn't leave your hands too sticky, I could wipe it off easily. And the best part, it doesn't permanently stick on anything. So if I ever wanted to reuse this teapot and just have it plain, I could take everything out and wipe it up, and it's good to go. So thank you, Dizery6970, for that awesome suggestion. I hope I said your name right. And I want to take some time out to thank everyone that has been liking and commenting and subscribing. I am very new and this is very exciting to me. Here you can see the battery pack and how I hid it there. And now it's time for the reveal.